Hello, welcome to my growth webinar titled Positioning for the Coming Year, How to Work Smart Without Burning Out. Thank you for being here with me today. I appreciate your time. It's the year 2024, but I figured this recording would always be relevant for someone seeking to do more with their time every single year, day, or time. This came about from a couple of things that I've been brainstorming about that I think will be useful for people to know and implement. Okay. So I'm just going straight into it. Who am I? I consider myself as someone with many interests, even though I feel like the word polymath is often overused. So I tend to stay away from that. A multi potentialite, maybe more accurate. In this time frame, we will go through my credentials, the part that I believe is relevant to this recording, so you get to know a little bit about me and what some of my interests are. We're going to look at how cash flows. We're going to focus on being an investor and business ownership. We're going to look also at how someone can operate as an employee, self employed investor, and business owner at the same time. We're going to focus on leveraging the internet, artificial intelligence, AI, and existing systems to do that. We're going to talk about balanced mindsets. We're going to also talk about working out your business your way, and I'm going to leave you with useful links for people in Canada and also for other people in the rest of the world, right? So, as you may know, may have guessed, I live in Canada, and depending on where you are, there's something in here for everyone. And then finally, there'll be a survey for you to give me feedback on how you found this recording after when you're done with it. Okay, so my name is Abby, and I live in Canada, like I said earlier on. So now to my credentials. I have two master's degrees, one in business intelligence from England. Business intelligence has to do with like database design, data warehouse design, data analytics, but that was not always my background. It was just a nice addition to my background in business administration. And it has come in handy and as a fine mix with my current job now. Everything is just a fine blend. Okay. I also have two professional designations. I've referred to the fact that I have a job and I have two professional designations for that job, right? So I'm a professional. And I also have 14 years for postgraduate experience. I have life experience stemming from the fact that I am 38 years old as at today. Not that today is my birthday, but as at this time of this recording. So you can infer that I have real life experiences and all of that. So again, I am employed. I am self employed. I'm an investor and a business owner as well. So you wonder how how can this work together without there being like a burnout? So these concepts come from Robert Kiyosaki's book. I actually read it, I believe, when I was 16 years old, Rich Dad Poor Dad. But this is from like the cash flow, Rich Dad's cash flow quadrant, and that is also famous for. You can get the book and read it up or find the summary on YouTube, just so you know what the concept is about. Okay. I recently started referring to myself as a money wise enthusiast. I'm just all about being money wise, that just don't waste your money, right? If you can invest in something today and it will bring greater benefit for you tomorrow, I'm always for it. Money wise is the opposite of being penny wise, pound foolish, right? So don't be like that. That's why I'm a money wise enthusiast, self titled. I also have people in my life that I care about and I discuss these ideas with in my free time, which is why I'm really putting this together. Then I volunteer as a finance lead for a charity that has a sizable portfolio and growing. I help with making sure that there are no wastages, making sure that the reports, wastages in terms of like funds and all of that, making sure that the reports are done and we know where the monies have gone, among other things, right? The key word here is volunteer because I chose to do this just because I'm passionate about this subject, okay? About everything that we're going to discuss today. And for the first time in a while, reflecting on this year, I feel like this year that is rounding up now has been what I thought it was going to be at the start of the year and more. When I decided that I would get off sitting on my hands and actually do something about the ideas that I've been thinking about. I used to think of them as hobbies and then I'll push them aside. I decided to go full throttle with it this year, and I feel like the year resulted in everything that I thought it would be. Uh, and I'm reflecting into what next year will be like. I thought, how can I work effectively? Being an employee, being self-employed, being an investor and a business owner without burning out, which is what this recording is really about. So, to start, I will discuss how cash flows. There are various ways that cash flows, and that is through an active income. You can have passive income, you can have alternate incomes, you can have government and social income, which is government benefits, and then there's also what is called other income sources. I'll start with active income. That is straightforward. This is your salary or wages that you get for a job that you do. You trade time you trade your time for that, for the income that comes from your active activity. Mostly, maybe you're doing that in your 9 to 5, so 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Then you get paid at the end of 2 weeks or a month, depending on how your wages are structured or your pay is structured. So it's your regular income from your day job or your employment. You're an employee for that. Another active income is commission. You earn a percentage of the transactions that you do or something that you sell. There's also freelancing. These are active incomes, meaning that you have to do something before you can earn anything, like do a job, provide a service. You can offer services on a project, you can consult on a project or provide expert advice, and then you get paid for that. So you have to do something to get paid. Another type of passive, there's also passive income, which is from investment. So, for example, you invest in the stock markets, in stocks that pay dividend, and then you earn a share of the company's profits when they declare profitability and all of that. So there's also interest, which is interest on savings accounts, interest on investments, or you give someone a loan and then you get paid interest on that. Then if you have rental properties, you can earn passively from that as well. Someone rents your house, then they pay you periodically. Airbnb also falls in this kind of description. Then you have royalties, which is earning from intellectual properties, books, music, and invention. I earn some royalties every other month from some of the digital assets that I've put online for sales. So it's usually like a nice little surprise every other month in my account. And that could be the difference between your home renovations coming due and being able to resolve it immediately or delaying it due to tight funds. You also have under passive income investments in the stock market, investing in stock exchange, in stocks or exchange traded funds known as ETFs or index funds. You can read about these concepts on Google or any search engine, and you can watch YouTube videos on them as well to learn more about these investments that you can make. Cash also flows via alternate income, alternative income. An example of which is affiliate marketing, right? Promoting products and earning a commission, selling products online using e-commerce platforms or personal websites. Either you use your website or you use platforms like Shopify, Seller, eBay, and the likes to display whatever you want to sell. and then you earn income from that. You can also create and sell digital products, courses, ebooks, have a software that is desired by people, that solves a problem for people, and they pay you for that. Or you create content online and you get paid from advertising. You can also investigate dropshipping, selling products without holding inventory. So you list these products, people order it, then you take another step to order it from the supplier and it can be delivered directly to your customer, or you can use a system that connects that order, your clients or customers order, to the supplier directly, and you get a commission when that transaction process is complete. You can also do peer-to-peer lending, lending money to individuals and businesses, and then you get some interest back. There's also another way. Okay, so there's also something called other income sources, as a way that cash flows. And this can include government or social income, getting government benefits, receiving financial assistance from government programs. For example, the government of Canada gives child benefits, and other governments in the West do so as well. And some people get disability benefits. When people go on parental leave, for example, they get benefits from their government. There's also receiving retirement or disability benefits, as I mentioned, and that's social security. There's also income from your pension. This is when you've worked for a couple of years and now you're essentially owed a pension or due a pension, and you receive steady income from the pension board that you have contributed to while you were actively working. There's also grants as an example of other income sources, receiving funding for education, research, or business purposes. But these are ways that cash flows don't necessarily end income. Another income sources is in this category is getting an inheritance from money-wise parents or grandparents. You receive assets from them when they transition from this world, and that's a way to keep generational wealth going. There's also gifts, receiving funds and assets from others, awards and prizes, winning competitions, contests, or awards, selling assets, selling property, vehicles, or just selling something for profit. These are some of the ways that cash flows. Some are earned income, and others are just sheer luck or based on your circumstances. And these are not necessarily reliable sources of income. So I'll briefly touch on how a regular person can operate as an employee, self-employed an investor, and also a business owner at the same time. First, you have a job. Then you can have like a licensed professional service business or a mini franchise, such as being like a realtor, a financial advisor, insurance broker, insurance advisor, mortgage broker. The list is endless. And with the income you earn in either of these that I have mentioned, you continue to invest in stocks and shares. So automated, if you like, just direct debits from your account and you just invest because you've set it up that way. You don't really have to do anything after you've set it up. You just keep investing or reinvesting or continuous reinvesting in the ETFs or index funds that you have chosen or the stocks that you have chosen to continue to buy. And then you use whatever vehicle is available in your country. So when I mean vehicle, I mean something like Simple or Questrade that is available in Canada. You take advantage of investing in businesses that have lower investment thresholds. And when the opportunity to become a business owner comes up, you take it. You can either leverage a system or buy a business after doing your due diligence. And this is how I've done it, right? And where most of what I'm sharing is coming from. If you like, we can connect over these. And I'm also providing my email address in the helpful links document I mentioned earlier. Now, why should you do it? Why should you want to be an employee, self-employed investor, or business owner, or why should you consider it? Think of the jar of life analogy, in which a professor fills an empty jar with large rocks, pebbles, sand, and water. And every time he adds something to the jar, he would ask his students if the jar is full, to teach his students about prioritizing what's truly important in life by filling the gaps with smaller, less significant things. However, my own jar of life or jar of income, whatever you call it, or jar of time, comes with a twist. You think of your day as an empty jar with the large rocks representing your 9 to 5 job, the pebbles representing whatever you do from 5 p.m. or say 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. I've heard some people call this your 5 to 11, and the sand representing your investments in the stock market and other businesses, while the water represents your ability to earn while still having any of these other three things that I've mentioned before going on. Ability to earn while you sleep, while you attend to the needs of your friends and family. Imagine you're earning while you're playing with your kids at the park, right? That's what water represents in my own analogy. It's how you earn even when you are or are not doing any of the large rock, pebble, or sand activities. It's how you earn round the clock, 24/7. After all, nighttime in one part of the world is daytime somewhere else. Even though this may not be for everyone, but think about it. Are you giving yourself the best chance that you can with your 24-hour day? Now, next, I'm going to look at the cross between active, passive, and alternate cash flows. And I'm going to focus on being an investor and business ownership. As I said it in the first slide, that this will be the focus. And the reason is because, according to Robert Kiyosaki, he says that the only way you can create wealth is by being an investor or being a business owner. If you're employed or you're self-employed, you can have some money and get by, but for you to have like lasting wealth, generational wealth, you need to be an investor or business owner. These are the fields you want to be playing in for you to have substantial wealth. Now, this cross between active, passive, and alternative cash flows, you can see my purple highlights. Most of this on this slide, or most of the ways cash flow on this side are really in the alternate cash flows section, which is to tell you that in this digital age, you can't deny the power of earning online or earning digitally. To recap, active income is commission. So, commission is an example of active income. You earn a percentage for doing something, for your action, for something you sell or a transaction you do. You are actively involved for you to earn that. And an example of passive income in this cross is royalties. You earn income from something that you produce once, you put it online, and you continue to get royalties when people buy your books, music inventions, and so on. For alternate cash flows, which is why we really should be dwelling, where we should be dwelling in this digital age. We have affiliate marketing. You see people on TikTok promoting products and they earn commission for that. We've also seen people on other social media platforms. You would have seen user generated contents, otherwise known as UGCs, by YouTube influencers, Instagram influencers that do this. There's also paid partnerships, paid sponsorships, etc. So that's an example of promoting products and earning commission. There's also selling products online using e-commerce platforms like I mentioned earlier, Shopify Seller, Etsy, etc. You can research which one is available in your country. You can also do these on your personal websites if you choose to do so, instead of using like these other platforms, where you then divert traffic there for people to know about what you're selling, and you earn income from that. You can also create digital products, courses, ebook software, create content that becomes monetized. Then you can get income from social media platforms periodically, depending on which ones you choose to explore. Then there's drop shipping, selling products without holding inventory, as earlier said. So that's alternative cash flow in brief, which is undeniable because of the internet that has made all these things possible. The world has become a global village. Everyone knows this fact, this statement. You can and you should take advantage of this. We can't deny the fact that you have to leverage the internet, artificial intelligence, and other existing systems in this digital age. And this is what really led me to digital or affiliate marketing, online business, or just working online, where you create content to promote a product. You get commission for that. Whichever way that the business you're leveraging is structured, right? You can use artificial intelligence to create this content. There's so many things that you can do. There's also faceless YouTube channels that are monetized, although they are faceless because not everyone can be that kind of content creator, right? Nobody wants to be like a YouTube star and all of that. But everyone has something to say, something to offer to the world. So don't let the fact that you're not comfortable in front of the camera deny you from using that voice that you have to create that content. You can create engaging videos with AI and still get monetized, and get followers, get people interested in your content. That way you get adverts or you get sponsorship deals or whatever they call it. You advertise for companies and then they pay you for that, or you create content that advertises their product and then you get paid for that. You can also leverage AI and other existing systems to do that. To be a digital or affiliate marketer or someone that works online, is best to leverage an existing system. And by doing that, you need to know that such systems, they already have a way that they design their program. In my experience, they first want you to have the basic information. So sometimes you might find that those information is probably too watered down for you, or you will find some testimonials to start, which might be the way you would which might not be the way you would necessarily present information to people, because that's their system, the way they are structured. You would need to keep an open mind, pick what's useful for you from what you watch, what you learn, what you listen to, when exploring their system. You know that the system works, which is why it exists. So you would also do your due diligence as well. You know that the system works. There's one thing that should be at the back of your mind. Your goal is to know how you can leverage that system and process it the way you would present your own information to your people from your own point of view and frame of reference. So don't let the way any business you decide to check out, or any system you decide to check out, don't let the way they present information or how they structure it deny you benefits of leveraging that system. You need to keep an open mind, and take what you need from it. You also always have to have a balanced mindset. This is very important. You must balance your skepticism and your greed. The testimonials you hear will definitely be about people telling you, oh, this person made this much, that has the potential to induce greed in you. You don't want that. You want to keep an open, clear mind when you make decisions to either join that system or find another system that you're comfortable with. Also, when you hear these testimonials of people and they've made a lot of money from that system, don't let skepticism deny you from leveraging that system, which is why I have this skill here. You need to balance your skepticism and your greed. You don't want to tilt too far either way, just so that you can maintain a balanced mindset as you go into whatever system you're leveraging. Go into it with an open mind and make sure that you find how you can make that system work for you in a way that you can that would work for the kind of person that you are and the audience that you may choose to engage with. So let's say you've decided to leverage a particular system that you've chosen, and you've decided that that's what you want to do, then you must take ownership of that business because it is your business, right? Now you have to decide, this is how I choose to run this business. It's like having a shop in a mall. You've done the grand opening and you won't just leave it that way. That's not the end of it. You have to design creative ways where you take ownership of that business and make it work for you. That is very, very important. I've come up with this slide here that says how to earn more money ASAP, or how to increase your income ASAP, or work out your business your way. These are acronyms that I came up with as far as I can recall, because again, this is how I have done it in the past. Like, this is a system that I use for myself. First, you need a source of income, maybe an active source of income, and then you save and invest a portion of that income so that you can avail yourself of investment opportunities that may present itself in the future, so that these systems that you're going to be leveraging, because it costs the originator some investment to set it up, and they need some form of investment from you as well, however little, for you to take advantage of their system and for them to keep their system running. So it has to be a give and take situation. And then when you earn money from these systems, you need to learn to plow back your earnings to make that business of yours bigger to a point where it can run on its own and you can earn substantially from it. So my way of earning more money ASAP is a source of income. S is to save and invest a portion of that income. Another A is to avail yourself of investment opportunities because you've saved and you have investments. And most importantly, remember to plow back your earnings to make them even bigger. This is everything I wanted to communicate on this slide. Lastly, I will find a way to leave you with these links that you can see on this slide, with hopefully resources that you can find helpful. There's also a survey link. Please give me a feedback on how you found this recording, on anything or anything that I can improve on. I thank you so much for your time. I've tried to keep this as short and straight to the point as much as possible. I can't claim to be money wise enthusiast and not keep to time because time is money, right? I'm happy that I've not gone over the 30 minutes mark. I hope to hear from you when you come across this video. I'll also leave my contact email in the useful links document as well. If you're watching this on YouTube, just look at around the information page of my channel, and you can find these links that I would leave here for you. Hopefully, I get to meet you by email, and then probably we could develop an acquaintance. We can be acquaintances from there and see how I can check up on you from time to time, see how things work out for you. I'm always happy to connect with like minded people, and I'll do my best to reply the emails that I hopefully get. I thank you once again. I wish you a great day, a great life, and I wish you all the best in the coming year. I hope that you have the courage to just do it, right? Just do it. And that dream that you have, that you've kept in your heart, that you've been musing on, make sure that you do something about it. You have no idea what could happen. What if you win? That's the goal, right? And I hope that we all win. Until next time, bye.